All my beginner investors, first of all, I want to say, tune into this video because I am going to tell you stuff that I did and mistakes that I made on my journey, and I'm still going. I've been studying the markets for a few years now, and bad habits lead to bad decisions. I've been blessed this month. Everything that happened this month, I've been very, very blessed. Look at this month, over 12,000% return. This doesn't come with pure patience and belief and faith. Now I'm the type of person that I like to stay very humble. I don't really like to post my profits and stuff like this on my story, but I'm very patient. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a beginner, you have to stay patient. If you got $5,000 to invest, don't go in and invest all $5,000. Put $1,000 to work, see how that $1,000 is going to play out. Okay. The point of this video is to tell you guys about two buying opportunities that can make you money in the future. Okay. But when you're a beginner, you need to know how to invest in increments and invest at levels. Beginner investors, take one thing away from this video, and it's investing at levels. Next week is going to be one of the best weeks for my portfolio because Uber reports earnings. Okay, and it's a new month. Uber reports earnings, and I just want to tell you guys, stick to the course, stay focused, keep all distractions away. The goal is here to build wealth. Get rich, but build wealth. Now, when I saw Uber, okay, look at the way I buy. So I want y'all to look at October 9th. All I've been doing this month is buying Uber. You won't see one sell because I believe this is $100+ stock. So I saw it at 96.85. I bought $484 right there. Okay. Then I saw it at 96. I bought $480 right there. I saw it at 96.4. I bought more right there. And as we've went lower, I've bought more and more. Okay. But I've bought very strategically. Okay. I've not just dumped all my money at once, because that would have led to me having an average cost of 96.85. Okay, so the point of this video is, if you're a beginner, learn how to stay patient in the market. Okay, there's always going to be an opportunity, and the best opportunity right now, I would say, is Uber under 95 or 95, 96. Okay, then I would say Meta. I can't get enough of saying this. I was watching Nvidia at $120 a share after they did their stock split. Meta is one of those stocks that's going to go to 800, then 850, then it's going to go to $1,000. I don't care if you buy one share of Meta. Just buy one share, right? But let it play out. A lot of my stocks are like swing trades, right? I like to hold for a few months and sell. But if you wanna plant a seed, okay, plant a seed means you give it water every day, you give it some sunlight, you put some type of work into that seed. Okay, put that type of work into the stock. Do your research. Okay, last 3% down 16%. This was the same situation with Amazon. Okay, look at Amazon now. It's flying, right? And I called Amazon to buy, but I didn't buy Amazon, right? Which is fine. Okay, which is definitely fine. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, Meta is a buy. So I'm going to buy Meta every single day that I see it under $660. Whether it's $10 I'm buying, whether it's $100 I'm buying, whether it's $1,000 I'm buying. You need to be so patient and so resilient with this game, because you need to understand that Meta can go all the way down to $484 if the market really panics. We get economic uncertainty, then we get presidential uncertainty, then we get business uncertainty. This stock can go below $484. I remember this stock around $200. Okay, this is around the time where I was kind of watching the markets and stuff like that. Okay, so I remember it's around $200, and I was like, I'm gonna wait for a pullback. I'm gonna wait for a pullback all the way down to $185. Okay, little did I know that was never gonna come, and I missed my chance with Meta. Right here, when we went lower, right, to 543, guess what I said, you guys, beginners, all my new investors, guess what I said right here? I said I'm gonna wait for Meta to go under $450. Guess what? They never went down to $450. So if you're just waiting to catch this at the bottom of the bottom, right, at the lowest you can, I doubt you're gonna catch it at those levels, right? I've got very lucky really, really timing some of those price points a couple times. But again, you can't do it for a long period of time. Time in the market beats timing the market. I need y'all to stay very, very disciplined, okay? This game is very brutal. So if you're a beginner, you may see something like Amazon run and you might get FOMO. Take this away from this video. Do not get fear of missing out. What that means is, if I look at Meta right now, it's at $647. By the way, I did buy the stock today at $646, okay? So if I see that at $646 and I don't buy, but a 1 year or a few months later, it goes all the way back up to 700. Now I'm trying to chase that level instead of catching it down here. You got to understand, the stock market is a big psychological game that you are playing. What happens when you see prices go up? Everybody loves to see green, right? Everybody loves to see the color green on their stock portfolio. But what happens when we see red all of a sudden? Oh my God, what's going on? What did the president say? What did the stock do? What did the earnings do, right? These are things that you have to take under your belt, right? And you have to take these with a grain of salt, because red is not always bad. Sometimes red is opportunity. Sometimes red is life-changing money, okay? And I'm not saying I'm going to make life-changing money with this, okay? But what I'm trying to tell you is, owning some of these big tech stocks, it's a lot of money in these tech stocks, okay? They're some of the biggest companies in the United States. Some of the biggest companies in the United States. Understand that. Understand that. Please, please, please understand that. So when you see a company like this down 16% because they're spending so much money, you got to think about it. A lot of companies can't even spend what Meta is spending. A lot of companies aren't even worth what Meta is worth. So as a beginner, you kind of look at this and be like, oh my God, like, it's not going to go back up. Is it going to go back up? Oh my God, let me look at the 5-year. It's going to go all the way back down to 138. Is it crashing? No. Listen up. The reason Meta would break $600 in this type of market, I would tell you right now, it would be because of economic certainty, and it would be because of the president saying something, because of administration, the Federal Reserve having concerns. That is the reason why we'll go that low. Okay? And even if we go that low, I'm going to keep buying. Okay? Then we talk about Walmart. Okay? You can take all three of these, right? Look at Walmart. So 100.24. You do not get better opportunities than this in the market, right? Again, on the monthly, we just got like a nice slide down. I already made money with Walmart trading options, okay? So I made about 13% trading options, okay? So if y'all look at this, you go down here, I've made some decent money just playing options. But that was really just to see how the stock moves. Walmart moves very, very weird, okay? They move very, very, very weird. They kind of pop out of nowhere. And this stock, I mean, has so much cash flow. This company has so much cash flow. They treat their employees with all due respect, okay? So Walmart, Meta, Uber. Now, Uber is more of a bit more riskier, okay? Because again, they don't pay any dividends. Meta pays a good dividend, a decent dividend. Walmart pays a good dividend. So when you look at Uber, I want you to be able to throw some money down and kind of just let it cook. Let it cook. We are going to go back up to $101 and retest this. And let me tell you this. Next week is the best week for Uber to go up and test this level. There's no other week that we can do it except next week. So if I see the stock pre-hours on Monday around 97, 96, I'm gonna have a smile on my face, because I know what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to swing this right back up to 100, and we're gonna go for a breakout. And when we have that breakout, this can go to 101.12. Then if we have a breakout right there, $102, you could potentially see me exit my position, make over $100 next week, start the month off really, really strong, okay? However, if I really want to hold it to 105, I told you 105 is not a bad level. Uber is going to go there. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, I don't know if it's too late, just if you want to display 96, okay, $96 even to 105, that's a good jump on your money, okay? You guys need to be very patient. Listen, this game is going to bring you tough days. It's going to bring you hard days. There's losses involved in this. I never like to say there's no type of losses. If you're a beginner, you kind of got to accept red days. I love my red days because they teach me about myself. They teach me when I'm being greedy. Look at this. BYND, 8% loss, okay? We go down, Alibaba hit me hard. This was the day Federal Reserve had news, FOMC, and I traded this day, and I lost 11%. And I took it, right? It's okay to take a loss, but when you bounce back, that's where the money is made. And I bounced back with 6%. Then I bounced back with 1.96%, right? Whatever I had in NVIDIA, I shouldn't have sold this, right? But whatever, we take that win. But look, consistency is going to lead to some big wins. And consistency is all that matters. So I have went on a streak, and I'm grateful. I'm blessed to do this. My analysis is working, okay? Then we see a red day. Then we kind of rewind back and realize why we actually do this. Why are we trading? We want financial freedom. We want to be able to acquire wealth. We want to, be able to not work under nobody for the rest of our lives. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to make my account go to $10,000 sooner or later, okay? By at least 2026, middle of 2026, I want this account to be at $7,000, okay? God willing. Again, I like to say this. You do not have to rush the process. The profits is going to come to you. Do not rush the process. You got to... Today, I missed out on so much money with SoFi. I want y'all to look at what I was looking at. I was looking at SoFi $30 call at $90 a contract. $90 a contract. I was like, should I put it in? I don't know. Guess what? I could have made over 20%, right? But that's okay, okay? The part of this game is watching some of these stocks go up and do some crazy things, right? So we went all the way up to about $30 today. There's going to be another opportunity next week, and that's when I come in. Thank you guys for watching.